Hi, 7th graders. Mr. Songere here with you, and this is your makeup for lesson number 17. And for this lesson, you're going to need your green Standard of Excellence book. And percussion, you should take out your bell kits. We are going to do just a little bit of snare drum at the end of this lesson as well. And so we are going to start on page 31. So if you could open up to page 31. And we are going to look at the first one there, number 114. And we're going to play some kind of strange music today, 20th century art music, which is sometimes extremely creative to the point of sometimes thinking, boy, I don't even really know if I like how this song sounds. So on the other hand, it is extremely creative, and so sometimes they can be pretty fun to try. So we're going to do number 114, the folk melody a la Bela Bartok. And you'll recognize this song as Oh Susanna, but the rhythm is fairly messed up, in other words. So we're going to do line A. Check out the key signature. Check out your time signature. Changes. There's one 3/4 measure near the middle. And here we go. Line A. 1, 2, ready, and go. Let's go down and try number 117, the Go for Excellence, the Cakewalk by Debussy. And again, check out your key signature. And then also your rhythm. That rhythm at the beginning is 1-y, a 2, and. And you have that a lot in this song. The da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay? And also look at your dynamic contrast throughout here. Okay? All right, let's try it. Number 117. 1, 2, ready, and go. Again, interesting sounding pieces. Turn the page. I'm going to go to page 32. I just want to point something out on 32. We have what's called a tone row here on number 118. 12 tone rows are using all 12 notes of your chromatic scale and then using them only once, not repeating any of them. If you have a song that's longer than 12 notes, which are most songs, usually when you write songs using a 12-tone row, you use every single one of the 12 notes from the chromatic scale once before you start repeating them again. So you end up with something that sounds fairly weird. Like if I just play number 118 for you, the first line. Okay, sounds pretty different. We're going to move on though. Let's look at page 33, number 122, the tribute to Charles Ives. Charles Ives was a fairly well-known composer from the early 20th century, and his music sometimes used 12-tone rows and other weird musical concepts. So this is his rendition of Camptown Races, another melody you may know, and we're going to do line A. Look at your key signature. Time signature changes again near the end of the first line. 1, 2, ready, and go. And then page 34, let's see here. Sorry, just looking through the different options here. Let's actually go over to page 35. Another thing that you're going to see in 20th century music is swing and blues. Jazz music came to be in the early 20th century. And so let's do the song Tin Roof Blues, number 131. and we're going to swing these eighth notes. So it's going to be boo ba doo da doo da doo da da boo da. That little 2 above what kind of looks like a percent sign means repeat the 2 measures you just played. Okay? All right, let's try it. Look at your key signature. 1, 2, ready. And I'm actually going to turn back. I missed one that I wanted to do with you all. If you turn back to page 30, I'd like to do one that has a little more of a normal romantic music sound to it, even though it's from the 20th century. It's number 110, and it's the Pavane by Fauré. Again, look at your key signature on this one, and it's a slower one. And this should be very lyrical and smooth. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. All right. For your makeup, you may play any of the songs I just did. So you can go back and review which one those are. I just need to hear one of them. So any of those that I just did. For the exception of the tone row one, I don't want you to do that one. So percussion, I got a couple more things for you. Woodwinds and brass, you're done. Percussion, if you can take out your snare drums or practice pads and look at page 30. On the snare drum side, we're going to work on a couple roll things here with you. You're all familiar with 5-stroke rolls, 9-stroke rolls, and 17-stroke rolls. Those are, in 4/4 time, a 5-stroke roll would be a roll on an eighth note, 9-stroke roll, a roll on a quarter note, 17-stroke roll, a roll on a half note. We're going to do a couple of not so common ones today. The first one is a 15-stroke roll, and actually if you look at the Pavane, the snare drum version, the song we just played, you have a 15-stroke roll. These occur when you have a quarter note tied to a dotted eighth note. And what you're going to think when you have that is 7 16th notes. And then right after that roll, you have a 16th note without a roll on it. Okay? So you're going to think 1 E and a 2 E and a. And on that last you don't roll, but on the other ones you do. So in other words, 1 E and a, 2 E and a. I'm going to roll on all of those except the last one. So it's going to be 1 E and a, 2 E and a. I'll do it again without talking. Try it with me. Okay? Ready? And go. Again. Ready? And go. Okay? So that would be a 15-stroke roll. Because if you add up all the times those sticks are hitting the drum, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and then the one at the end where you don't bounce, 15. Turn to page 32. I'm going to do another one, the 11-stroke roll. This is similar. It's a quarter note that's tied to a 16th note. And then usually you would have a 16th note after it, or maybe a dotted eighth note. So this time, instead, on the roll, the quarter note tied to the 16th note, you're going to think 5 16th notes, and then followed by another note. So you would think 1 E and a 2 E. And on that last E, you wouldn't bounce. 1 E and a 2 E. I'll do it. 1 E and a 2 E. 1 E and a 2 E. Let me do it without talking. Now try it with me. Ready? And go. Again, and go. Okay, so that's how you do an 11-stroke roll. Thank you very much for watching, and again, do one of those makeup songs for me. Have a great day.